Good morning, viewers. Welcome to this session, Science Grade 4. Welcome. Today, we are going to learn about diseases and prevention. Diseases and prevention. I invite you to be attentive and listen to what I am going to present. What is a disease? What is a disease? The question is above here. What is a disease? The answer is a disease is an abnormal condition of the body of an organism. What is an organism? An organism is any living thing, any living that possesses life. A life possessing organism is therefore called living organism. What causes disease? Diseases are caused by pathogens or microorganisms or germs. Disease-causing organisms are called microorganisms. There are 5 main types of microorganisms, of disease-causing organisms. Number 1, bacteria, protozoa, worms, virus, fungi. Types of diseases. There are main 2 types of diseases. Infectious diseases or communicable diseases. Another one is non-infectious diseases or non-communicable diseases. Infectious diseases. These are diseases which spread from one infected person to a healthy person. For example, Juma is suffering from tuberculosis, whereas John does not. In this case, if John comes into contact with Juma and Juma coughs or sneezes, then there will be high chances of Juma infecting John. The bacteria will move from Juma and will go to John. Such diseases are called infectious diseases or communicable diseases. So today we are only going to discuss, we are only going to see and study about infectious diseases. If I may repeat, infectious diseases are spread from infected person to a healthy person. They are also called communicable diseases. Let's look some of the examples. Some of the infectious diseases that we have. Number 1, malaria, diarrhea, schistosomiasis, trachoma, typhoid, sexually transmitted diseases, COVID-19. COVID-19 is an infectious disease which attacks the respiratory system and it complicates the breathing system. This disease was first identified in the year 2019, December, in China, in the city of Hubei province. This disease has so far attacked millions of people. In fact, it has claimed many lives. This disease is now known as a pandemic. What is a pandemic disease? A pandemic disease is a disease which attacks wide geographical areas, such as a country, such as a continent, and even the whole world. You can imagine that it began in China, but right now it is even affecting people in the United Republic of Tanzania. Up to the recent confirmed cases in Tanzania, there are about 170 cases and about 7 deaths, but also about 11 cases have recovered. So how can we know that somebody is suffering from this disease? The symptoms of this disease: dry cough, sneezing, having difficulty in breathing, and also someone will have pains in the joints, fever, headache. Some people experience diarrhea. Now, the incubation period of this disease is from day 1 to day 14, or second day to 14th day. But most seriously, the symptoms will be seen as from the 5th day. COVID-19 can be protected. We can protect ourselves from COVID-19 by doing what? By practicing social distance, by washing our hands using a soap and running water, by sanitizing the surfaces, by sanitizing our hands regularly. We are supposed to avoid gatherings and groupings. We are supposed to avoid traveling. Anyway, that was by the way. Let us go back to malaria. Malaria is one of the infectious diseases that is caused by Plasmodium. I said that there are groups, 5 groups of microorganisms: bacteria, protozoa, virus, fungi, and worms. Plasmodium is in the group of protozoa. So this Plasmodium is being carried by a female Anopheles mosquito. Most people confuse the carrier for malaria they confuse the carrier for malaria for the causal agent of malaria. Today, get it clear that malaria is caused by Plasmodium. It is spread from one person to another. Spread by what? Spread by female Anopheles mosquito. You must also know that there are 3 types of mosquito. What did I say? There are 3 types of mosquito. Number 1, female Anopheles mosquito, which causes malaria. Culex mosquito, which causes elephantiasis. Aedes mosquito, which causes yellow fever or dengue or Rift Valley fever. What are the symptoms of malaria? Symptoms of malaria. headache, pain in the joints. A joint is a part or a point in the body where two or more bones meet. Fever, stomach, diarrhea, and vomiting. Feeling fatigue. Fatigue means tiredness. Feeling cold even when the sun is shining. Fellow viewers, let us have a look at prevention and control of malaria. It is a good news indeed that malaria can be controlled, malaria can be cured, malaria can be prevented. But it's bad news that until now, the management of coronavirus has not been found. But we thank God that is going to guide our scientists, and very soon they will come up with its preventive measures, its cure, and its treatment. Prevention and control of malaria. It can be prevented using anti-malarial drugs. It can be prevented by draining stagnant water. What is stagnant water? Stagnant water refers to pools of water around which are not in use, which harbor and act as the breeding sites of most of insects, of most of the parasites, of most of the causal disease-causing agents. We also have to clear the bushes and cutting grasses in our surrounding. We have to apply mosquito repellent on the body, or sleep under the treated mosquito nets. Remember, you cannot walk with mosquito nets around. But if you have to do that, use mosquito repellent. Remember to burn mosquito coils. Mosquito coils will produce a substance which will automatically kill the mosquito. And our windows, the windows at homes, windows in our offices, windows everywhere in our buildings, they are supposed to be covered with mosquito gills. What did we learn today? We have learned diseases and prevention. What is a disease, if I may ask? The answer or the response is a disease is an abnormal condition of the body of a living organism. Types of diseases are two. There are two main types of diseases: infectious diseases and non-infectious diseases. Today we have learned, we have seen, we have understood what infectious diseases are. That they are diseases that can be spread from one person to another person. Examples of these diseases: malaria, diarrhea, schistosomiasis, trachoma, typhoid, sexually transmitted diseases, and COVID-19 or coronavirus disease, and many, many others. We've looked at malaria as one of the infectious diseases. And we've learned that malaria is caused by Plasmodium. Plasmodium is a group of protozoa, one of the 5 main groups of microorganisms or pathogens. It is spread from one person to another through mosquito bite. And it's spread by female Anopheles mosquito. Don't forget about the 3 types of mosquito. That is Culex, Aedes, and female Anopheles. Prevention and control of malaria. Draining stagnant water, using anti-malarial drugs, applying mosquito repellent, clearing the surrounding bushes and tall trees are supposed to be cut down. Burning of the mosquito coils. Remember to sleep under the mosquito nets, the treated ones. Cover the windows with the mosquito wire gauze. Next time, we will still continue with the same topic, that is disease and prevention, but we shall major in non-communicable disease or non-infectious diseases. Thank you very much. God bless you. Welcome next time.